Why you dey buy fake product, yeah? Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know where to go. Na SON. Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. Na SON.
Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving lives through standards.
We are gradually opening up our economic space with more activities in the various sectors of the economy. As the search for a vaccine to check the spread of the deadly virus the world over continues, a conscious mindset towards observing the various NCDC protocols will guarantee protection from the pandemic and its spread in our society. So, keep wearing your face mask, wash your hands frequently, use alcohol-based sanitizers, and maintain social distance. We have come up with innovations, evolved viable measures to tackle the menace of fake and substandard products in the country. Working with stakeholders, we have also come up with standards to guide the production of quality goods as part of measures to ensure consumers get value for their money whenever they purchase goods from our markets. What impact has the agency made in the country with all these measures? It's less than 4 months to the end of year 2020, and we will beam our searchlight on the SON's conscious and steady development of its quality infrastructure to deliver on its mandate. Welcome to the world of Standard on Nigeria's authoritative platform on television on product quality and safety. Our transmission time is 6:30 p.m. on this station every Monday. I bring you greetings from the Director General of the SON, management and dedicated staff of the Standards Organization of Nigeria. My name is Ifoma Okonkwo. Please stay tuned.
Standards Organization of Nigeria (SON) brings a new lease of life to Nigerian SMEs. SON has put a greater premium on developing standards aimed at improving the exports of the nation's food and cash crops. This explains why we have developed more standards for Nigeria's produce like sesame, cocoa, garri, and more, courtesy our accredited state-of-the-art laboratories. In keeping with the federal government's ease of doing business, SON has simplified its processes and turnaround time for SUNCAP and MANCAP to reduce substandard products and legal arm to prosecute offenders. Join the Standards Organization of Nigeria in ridding our nation of substandard goods due to consistent market surveillance and raids. See something, say something. Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving life through standards.
Welcome back and thanks for watching the program. For quite some time now, we have developed strategies to combat the menace of fake and substandard products in Nigeria. Our goal is to protect consumers and promote industrial growth. How far-reaching were these measures by the agency? Join me as we journey into the world of standard and what the agency has done these past years.
There are millions of goods in the country. Some are imported, while others are produced locally. These goods are expected to meet the needs of consumers. Producers of these goods are required by law to produce in line with Nigeria's industrial standard to ensure that consumers, which includes you watching the program, get value for your money spent on any product. It's to ensure that importers and manufacturers comply with these standards that the Standards Organization of Nigeria was established 5 decades ago. The agency, working with relevant stakeholders, elaborates standards and enforces same in Nigeria. Call it a Herculean task and you won't be wrong. This is because of the population and when one takes into cognizance the activities of unscrupulous importers and manufacturers of products. This category of businessmen flood our markets with fake and substandard products with adverse effects on consumers and the nation's economy.
our members play to the standards approved by some. And then also the reduction in the cost of standards for our members. And this has helped our members to understand the standards available for each of their products and then take advantage of such to ensure that they are not caught napping when someone comes visiting, and that's been helping our members to meet up with the standards required. Well, apart from we, man and general, I think the other subsectors, like the cable manufacturers, have understanding with him, to raid markets to be able to curtail the incidence of fake cables in the market. And I think this sun rise up to the occasion at that period and was able to do something. Other sectors also can vouch of the integrity and the efforts of Sun to ensure that they remain in business. Because hitherto, what happens is that you will see your product in the market, you will think that it's a product that you produce from your factory, that you are having a larger market share. And you find out that it's a fake product, it's a fake with your label and everything on it. And I think the incidence is gradually winning down by the effort of the DG.
The activities of the Standard Organization of Nigeria have been quite impactful. We have seen the kind of engagement they had with those who are engaged in the nefarious activities of importing or producing substandard products. And this has helped to limit the kind of damage that these negative activities have been having on the Nigerian economy, particularly on the Nigerian industrial sector. Because across the country, we had challenges with respect to those who are importing substandard products and those who also produce substandard products. And we are aware that across the country, the SON has been doing its best within the limit of the resources available to it to tackle this problem. And this is something that those of us in the private sector also appreciate immensely.
He came to educate us. He pleaded with us and he even told us the reasons many companies are progressing. It's because they keep the standard. When you want to buy product, they say, give me this product. That is why in this market now, everybody is proud and happy because of him and his advices to all of us. Reason, he said, it's even better and wise for us, the importers in the market, to at least make sure and double sure that they register their product with SON and then have their sun cap. That the more important and urgent one that we project them is to have their product brand name. So that's why if you come here now, you see Divine Cables, Okus Nigerian Cables, Linggold, JMB Cable. So you see, those people are now proud.
Although the various government agencies demonstrate commitment to deal with the menace of fake goods, the Standards Organization of Nigeria champions that course through the development of standards and other practical and viable measures to protect Nigerians.
So far, we have over 33 functional labs, and then about 15 others are almost ready. And I know that SON has never had it this good, because our laboratories are well equipped and they are state of the art, and we didn't just have those labs, we also have them accredited so that whatever results we churn out of those laboratories can stand the test of time anywhere.
If you look around, you'll see, I'm sure you will have admired the equipment. It's quite easy and fast. It's not cumbersome like the other ones. And then, you are getting your results, you are seeing what you are getting, you are comparing the data with what we have in the standard. And then, as I said, the analysts are also trained. Because, in laboratory work, you need training. It goes beyond the training from the university. You need to be trained even on the equipment. I want to thank our DG. He has invested so much in the laboratory.
The war against fake and substandard products received an unprecedented boost in the last 4 years, with officials of the agency demonstrating renewed vigor and dedication towards stemming the tide of such goods in the country.
We made a lot of seizures, seizures, various products, electrical cables, LPG cylinders, tires, telephone accessories, engine oil, and so on and so forth. We made all these seizures, many of them, more than 23 or so seizures.
Driven by an uncommon passion for excellence, the management of the SON, led by its amiable Director General, Osita Aboloma, committed valuable resources to human capital development, raising a dedicated and motivated workforce for effective and efficient services. During the period under review, more members of staff were exposed to new trends on the job, within and outside the country.
They ought not to lag behind. Being a regulatory body, we have to be a step above industry operators in order to effectively regulate them. Because you can't afford to go and inspect a facility that the operators are more knowledgeable than you. So we believe in order to make sure that they perform effectively, they should be exposed to all happenings, all techniques and latest development in their various fields, such that they are not found wanting in the discharge of their responsibilities.
The agency expanded its testing capacity by establishing more laboratories with state-of-the-art equipment.
Setting up laboratories around the country, in Bauchi, in Ado-Ekiti, in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, in Lokoja, in Kogi State, in the FCT, all of that is to ensure that testing facilities will be available closer to where the products are coming from. And each of those laboratories are to take care of products for which those areas have competitive advantage. But in addition to that, we are building permanent structures to house Standards Organization of Nigeria staff, where there will be ample space to carry out standardization work, where there will be a convenient and conducive environment for the staff, to work, where, stakeholders and customers would have a conducive environment to receive the services of SON. So those structures all around the country are in addition to provide state office, accommodation and regional office accommodation, as well as laboratory complexes. That's what they all are. What you have here at Ogba is now the administrative building complementing, the 35 lab complex that we're standing before now, where you can also now have a lot of other activities. That's the whole idea of ensuring that the infrastructural goal of the chief executive for the organization, is realized. And I'm happy that within a period of 3 years plus, all of that, has come to fruition.
The level of public awareness and activities was remarkable as the agency doubled its stakeholders' engagement across the country, as attested to by some beneficiaries of the exercise.
It was a very wonderful event. It gave opportunity for stakeholders to be educated in the area of contribution of the SON and the port, and also areas consumers are able to manage, their shipments across border.
We were in a learning process, so they came in, they looked at our inventory management system, they looked at our raw material system, they looked at our personnel system, and started training us on everything, including meter calibration. So right now we are up to the ISO standard, because we make sure that we go every 3 months for mandatory training. And they come and test all these meters. Like when we are making these meters here and as you're bringing it down from the bench, they just come in and say, yes, we want to test your meters. And they have a mobile calibration shop that they use to make sure that our meters are properly calibrated.
Before we met with Standard Organization, we were only operating within Oka here. So, but when we found out that our product is superb, we have to move. They have given us the tools and the arms to take off. So we are moving so fast.
The agency has intensified its surveillance and monitoring strategies with relevant laws to punish unscrupulous importers and producers of goods.
We have quite a number of cases ongoing. A lot of them we have made substantial progress, but it's a system that is a bit slow now, but ultimately justice will be served. Our interest is to ensure that justice is served. And no matter how long it takes, it will be served. So the one that we have been able to send to jail is an indication as to the seriousness we attach to prosecuting persons who deliberately decide to be non-conforming.
This has led to a surge in the volume of seizures, especially in the last 1 year. Unlike in the past, more people are being made to face the wrath of the law for importing or producing fake or substandard products.
About 3 years ago. To date, we have had more than 15 convictions for different offenses. I think this set for engine oil, adulteration are about the third set in engine oil. We've had people convicted, for importing tires that are substandard, for roofing sheets that are substandard, for cables that are substandard, and there are still many, ongoing cases in courts around the country. It is the opportunity to test the SON Act number 14 of 2015, which the current chief executive was lucky to find. While all his predecessors fought for that law, he was the one that came to actually put that law, to test. And we're lucky. The powers that are conferred on the organization by that law and the cooperation of the judiciary also is a big one. And that is not to take away from the massive support from the security agencies. Because if you catch them and you do not have good evidence, you might not be able to serve the cause of justice. All we are about is to serve the cause of justice and to let people know that they will take responsibility for their actions.
Standards Organization of Nigeria enjoys good working relations with other government regulatory agencies, a development that has translated to tremendous success in its resolve to improve the well-being of consumers through standards.
This constant interaction and engagement is absolutely important when it comes to, facilitating trade across borders, special relation to Nigeria.
Despite these achievements, officials of the agency ain't relenting in their efforts to do more to protect consumers and provide industries, especially small businesses, with relevant standards to grow.
Standardization is about continual improvement. There is no end to having to improve on processes, on products, on services. Quality is a journey that has no end. So, of course, as we go along, there will be new developments, technological innovations, and there will be need to improve on whatever we're doing. There's no end to quality. We have to continue to improve.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, brings a new lease of life to Nigeria SMEs. SON has put a greater premium on developing standards to improve made in Nigeria products for export. We have developed more standards for products like sesame, cocoa, gari, and more, courtesy of our accredited state-of-the-art laboratories. In keeping with the federal government's ease of doing business, SON has simplified its processes and turned around time for SUNCAP, MANCAP, and other certification processes. SON has intensified market surveillance, raids, and seizures to reduce substandard products in circulation, and offenders shall be prosecuted. Join SON in ridding our nation of substandard products. If you see something, say something. Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving lives through standards.
In case you've just joined us, the program is Standard and You. an initiative of the Standards Organization of Nigeria to empower consumers with basic information on product safety and quality. We do this on this station at 6:30 p.m. every Monday. Please don't miss it. Time now to treat your messages, and my colleague Alimot Osifo is our guide.
Thank you, Ifoma. Welcome to the feedback segment of the program. My name is Halimot Osifo. Have you heard of life-endangering products? Yes, life-endangering products. Today, liquefied petroleum gas LPG cylinder is used in many Nigerian homes. But did you know fake and expired LPG cylinder plus poor handling have led to cylinder explosions, leading to loss of lives or causing severe burns? Behind every wall at home, in an office, or a building in general, there are cables that channel electricity for daily consumption. If these electrical cables are not of good quality, it could result in a domestic fire outbreak, posing great danger to lives and property. Just as poor brake pads could place you and your passengers in danger, the campaign against fairly used, substandard or expired tires is significant to the prevention of road accidents, which is life-threatening. Now, imagine what happens when substandard steel bars are used in building construction. Building collapse, which can be disastrous. LPG cylinder, electrical cable, brake fluids and pads, tires, steel bars, solar panel, stabilizer, and more products have been classified as life-endangering products. Life-endangering products are high-risk products as they pose a greater safety risk to consumers because of their nature. Such products requires you as a manufacturer or an importer to be mindful of the fact that the products can put not just one, but many lives in great danger if defective. What about you, the consumer? Remember, life has no duplicates. Be vigilant and quality conscious when making a purchase or during usage. Standards Organization of Nigeria recognizes the need to stay safe. Hence, the agency will stop at nothing in protecting Nigerians from fake and substandard products and also life-endangering products. Now over to some of the messages we received last week. Sam from Calabar says, I appreciate SON's effort to remove substandard products in Nigeria. However, I am appealing to SON to also check the standard of woods and measurements if it is up to the required standard and the zinc that is being sold in our various timber markets. Thank you so much for your contribution. We'll take notes and look into that sector. Joseph from Oyo says, I bought a product and it's not working. The seller refused to collect it back because it tested it okay before I bought it. Wow, that's unfair. Really, there should be a warranty for that product. So you need to go to SON Oyo State Office at 21 Oshotoku Avenue, Old Bodija, Ibadan. Go there with your proof of purchase and we'll take it up from there. Aisha Mohammed from Meduguri says, God bless you. I like this program. It's very interesting. God bless you too, Aisha, and thank you so much for watching. Kenneth from Enugu says, please, SON needs to extend its investigation into engine oil being imported into Enugu markets. Thank you so much for reaching out to us. It would be nice if you give us adequate information about particular brands you suspect to be fake or substandard, and we'll investigate. Anonymous Messages says, do you have an office in Delta State? Yes, SON Delta State office is at 19 High Court Road off Opanam Road, Asaba. So Carrie says, where is your office in Port Harcourt? SON River State office is at A Freight House, Kilometer 1, Port Harcourt on a road by Element Junction, Port Harcourt. For any of SON's offices, you can check our website at www.son.gov.ng. And that concludes this week's episode of the program Standard and You. Keep your messages coming in with your full name and location to the number 07059724455. We have a vibrant YouTube channel where you can catch up with missed episodes online at youtube.com/standard and you. Don't just view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Stay safe.
Why you dey buy fake product, make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
to go, na SON.